Hello and welcome to MMO Gaming, where the Pokemon TCG, One Piece card game and Disney Locana come to life. If you want to level up your game, stay tuned and let's switch right into the video. Hello and welcome to another deck profile here on my channel. Today we are taking a look at the Lim in the OP10 post-ban meta. And yeah, so I thought a little bit about this leader, and honestly, I think the best way to abuse Lim is if we can get the 9-cost Sorrow going as fast as possible, right? And yeah, that's why I included the Trafalgar Searcher, which is obvious, right? That can search for some Straw Hat crew type characters. And I also included some when you are at sea, you fight pirates. I would like to increase this to 4, right? Just to have 8 searchers that potentially can grab you the Sorrow. And yeah, with our leader effect, we are able to ramp twice and then can play it out a turn earlier. And yeah, additionally, I also run the 9-cost Marm. In case we can't find a Sorrow, we should be able to, see the Lin, I guess, right? And this also allows us to, heal a little bit, right? Take the game a little bit slowly, build a board, remove the opponent's board, and then grind out to a win right there. And I mean, the other cards in decks are pretty much Odyssey staples at this point, right? We got the new OP10 Lim here, which, can protect our Odyssey characters and also set another one active at the end of the turn. We have the Flamingo from OP09 here, which is a pretty good blocker to have, which we can play as early as turn 2. With the new OP10 support, we also got the Enel, which is a great card because it allows us to draw 3 cards and discard 2, so +1. And we also run the OP09 Sabo, which also allows us to draw another card if we have 3 or more rested characters. The other cards are some 2Ks, right? We got the Ace here from OP09 and also the Nami from OP10. And we run the Lim Searcher from OP09 as well, and the OP10 Newgate here, which can rest a 5-cost or less, and also KO a 3-cost or less if we have 2 or more rested characters in play. Important to note, I mean, 2 or more is not so hard to get, right? Because you just need like 1 rested character in play, because if you play this Newgate, he also counts as a 2nd character in the moment you play down, so pretty easy to fulfill there. We also run 2 of these Dracul Mihawks here, that is able to, just restand another Odyssey character in case we want to go aggressive earlier. Just overall a good thing to have in your deck. And I think the last card I didn't mention is the Blast Breath here. I mean, this is just for the more defensive game plan, right? With the Charlotte Lin to also have some, defensive options there. And but I think the main goal is to get the Sorrow going as fast as possible and then try to win quick with him. And I would say let's jump into some ranked gameplay and see how this deck does. Take a look. We got the Searcher here, we have the Lin, we also found the Lim. I think it's an okay hand to keep, right? We don't have any great targets to play out with our leader. That's the downside here, so maybe I will Mulligan this away. I mean, we only have a 2k, we have the... I think I have to Mulligan this away. Okay, I think this one is much better. So we found the Law as our first turn play, and let's see, we are up against Rob Lucci, so he will try to remove our board as best as possible. Playing down the Law, and can we grab another Law? No, I can't grab another Law, right? It's just Straw Hat and Hard Pirate, so I think I have to get the Nami 2k here. And I think then we just pass it back to him. And he is dropping the Brook to get rid of our Law and is swinging with 5k here. I will probably just take this hit here. And back to our side. Okay, now we are at 4 down. We will definitely use the leader effect, right? Probably just swing 6 and deploy the Flamingo, I guess, right? Or should we grab the Lim? No, I think the Lim is good to be able to double search or to play 2 characters when we are at 6 down, right? Play Lim down and then also leader effect, so I would say we swing 6 first, and then we develop the Doflamingo as a 6k buddy already on the 2nd turn. He's coming with 2k, that's fine for us. And we gain a rested on, play the Doflamingo down and pass it back to him. So right now we are at 5 down, next turn we are at 7. And we can then ramp to 8 and we are at 10 then already, so already in Big Mom territory. And I think this game will probably be a more slowly approach with the Big Mom, I would assume. So now we see a 5k swing here incoming. I think I will also take this hit here. Okay, we found the event, we trigger it. And look at that, we found the Sorrow here. We definitely grabbed this one. Okay, maybe we can also deploy the Sorrow here. He's playing another Brook here and probably now swings 5 again and gets rid of my Doflamingo here, which is pretty sad. I think I will counter out with a 2k ace here, right? Yeah, let's counter out here with a 2k, because I want to develop the anal next turn, just to get his effect off and then draw 3 and then discard 2. Okay, so now we're at 7. So we will play the Lim for 3, right? Then we use the leader effect for 3 and we have 1 down left to work with. So probably I will swing 6 here into the Brook, remove this probably from the field. And then we go ahead and we play the Lim first, because the anal needs 2 or more rested characters. So we're gonna start with the Lim here, search for our deck, and we could grab the anal again, or maybe the Doflamingo. I would say we grab the anal here. Then we use the leader effect, we ramp another Don, drop the anal, we draw 3 and discard 2. So let me take a look. Do we need the Linlins? Do we need both Linlins? I think I can discard 1 Linlin and maybe the Edward Newgate here. Let's get rid of them, and then we are fine with that. So next turn we are already at 9 Don. No, at 10 Don, right? So we could play down the Sorrow if we want to do that. Maybe it's a great way. Okay, 7 here into Lim, reducing the anal, so probably gets rid of my anal here. I guess I will let the Lim go, no need to counter out here. We want to save our counter for protection of the Sorrow, right? And I think he also used a lot of Tempest Kick here already, 2, 8k, and then yeah, I think 8k we definitely take. Get a Sabo here. And we just found another Sorrow here. So I think our game plan is to play the Sorrow here. Do we then swing a 6 into the Brook or not is the question for 5. 6k of counter. Just, let's say he would swing with a 14k. He could defend outright. I think I will swing. I want to remove the Brook definitely, right? So 6k here. And then we just develop the Sorrow here and then pass it over to him. And let's see what he... Newgate is also KOing Brook. Yeah, that's true. I think maybe I shouldn't have discarded the Newgate. Yeah, could be. So 6k into life. We will defend this here with a 2k. And then a Sorrow, so probably he will be able to get rid of our Sorrow here. I don't like that at all. And then he's playing a... I think it was the Finger Pistol here, right? Yeah. That is not what we want to see. Okay, what do we do next? I think we should develop maybe the Linlin now. Just to get rid of his Brook to the bottom of his life. And... because I want to remove the Brook before we get into another Sorrow, right? So I think we... do we just swing with a 6 or leave 1 down open for the Blast Breath? No, I think we can swing with a 6k here. Okay, he's taking it, then we develop the Big Mom, we return it on. What do we trash? Maybe we trash the Mihawk. Yeah, let's trash the Mihawk. We gain a life and we remove the Brook to the bottom of his life. And then that's it for the turn. Maybe it would be better just to swing 5, right? And leave the 1 open for the Blast Breath. Just in case he's swinging with big 15k into the Linden, right? But he's going ahead and plays the Spam down. He's searching for a 2k Kaku. So would have additional cost reduction here. But now we see an 8k swing, and I think here would be a Blast Breath would be pretty good, right? Just get around this. And yeah, I think I should have just swing with a 5k here. Leave the Dawn open. We cannot take this 8k swing. And then he's playing a Bueno. Didn't saw this card for long turn, so Dawn X1 is now a blocker, and on KO he can play a 4 cost or less from his trash. And rest it. So could play a Lucci or a Khalifa. Yeah, that's all the targets. Okay, back to our side. So I think what we're gonna do is we start with a 5k swing with our leader here. We're gonna drop the Sorrow and leave 1 open for the Blast Breath, right? Just to have a lot of counter available. And we probably also swing. Do we even swing with the Linden is the question, right? I mean, we just give him more resources. Next turn we have 3 swings with Sorrow and Linden and Leader. So, it's a question. I will swing with her, yeah. Why not? Maybe he's blocking with the Bueno, right? No, he's taking it, okay. Then we gonna develop the Sorrow and then pass with 1 on open. And just hope that he runs out of removal cards. So he got 2 Finger Gun, a Tempest Kick here, another Tempest Kick, 3 Tempest Kick already gone. So hopefully not too much removal left at this point. But you never know, right? Okay, he's starting off with a 5k swing here. Definitely gonna counter out here, I guess with the Sabo, right? Yeah. Drops the Spander here. To get a Kaku down, okay. So he's trying everything to reduce the Sorrow here. Definitely not what we want to see, right? And also plays a Suro here and a Kaku to get rid of it, right? But on the other hand, this was also a lot of cards in his hand to get, yeah, out here. Another Don here attached to the Bueno. And back to our side. So we definitely want to develop the, what do you do here, right? Maybe we start with the Lim. We definitely want to use the Leader effect to play out the Enel, right? To draw 3 and then trash 2. And then can activate a blocker here, so this is a tough decision. So 3 for Lim, right? 1, 2, 3 for our Leader. We leave 1 for the Blast Breath. Maybe we leave 2 up for Blast Breath. So we could swing 7. Yeah, just do 7 probably, right? We could also play the Lim down here just to prevent some KO effects there. He's taking this hit. Okay, now we probably gonna swing 9 into the Kaku here, right? Just to take off a potential attacking option. Okay, get rid of this. Then we drop the Linden down. And the Linden is finding us the new gate. I think we grab the 2k here, right? Yeah, let's grab the 2k. And then we deploy the Enel just to draw 3 and then trash 2. Or should we develop the Doflamingo for 3? We could play the Doflamingo, restand him to have blocker up, right? And then also play down the Lim. Because then we also have a blocker. I think this is maybe better than the Enel. Yeah, I think it's better. I think it doesn't matter if we get it done. We play the Doflamingo up and then we develop also the Linden here, the Lim. We end our turn. So let's, I think we start with the Lim effect to restand her. Then we start with the Doflamingo and we also restand the Lim. So now we have a blocker up, right? We also have the Lim as a KO protection. We have 1 down up for Blast Breath and 1 life, so I think we should be safe. And maybe next turn, depending on the situation, pressure a little bit more. Doing now in his 10 down turn. Okay, starting with a 5k swing. I will probably gonna block this for free, right? Because he's also resting or minusing my Doflamingo here. But let's see, he's playing a Rebecca to grab the Brook. Place the Brook down, -1 to the Doflamingo here. And is now playing the Kaku to get rid of the Doflamingo. And I just, yeah, misread the Lim, right? The Lim is just protecting herself from KO effects. And then we see a 6k swing. I will use the 2k ace in this case. And then he attaches 1 down to the Bueno here. Okay, back to our side. Okay, we found another Sorrow. But I think it's a little bit too late now to develop this, right? Probably the best thing is to first swing, then we have rest characters, we then drop the Enel. Maybe we drop 2 Enel for 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we leave 2 Don open for Blast Breath. I think this way we are pretty safe of not dying, and yeah. Now's the question. I think we start with 5k swing here into the brook, right? Applying some pressure here. Then we do 5-5 brook. If he lets this one go, we go 5 to life and then 9 to life. Or I think 9 into the Kaku, right? Would also be an option. Okay, he is guarding out here. Another 5k into brook. Oh. Okay, now he is blocking with the Bueno. Okay. So now I will swing with the Lin and probably he will block with the Rebecca, right? Okay, I think then I will start with the leader effect. Drop the Enel here. So what do we found here? So I think we will discard the Sorrow. I still have 7 done left to work with. We could also develop another blocker here, right? Another 1k Lim we let go, okay. And then we... I think I'd rather want to have a blocker up, right? Than another Enel. Or is filtering better than another blocker? I mean, he has the Brook up, right? I mean, the Brook is really what is bugging me here. So we could also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could swing also with the Lim here, 5 into the Brook. Remove this from the field. But then he has 4 swings available. I think I would rather play down the Flamingo here. And I think we then pass it back. So we start with the Lim effect. We then go ahead and play the Flamingo, and then also we're gonna restand the Enel here. We could also let the Enel stay rested just as a bait, right? So now let's just hope that we have with 2 Blast Breath and 4k counter, we have enough to get out here. And okay, he has a Hina here in play, so it swings 5, gets rid of our blocker. We gonna counter out here with a 1k. So let's count the swings possible. There would be another 7 here, then a 7 with the leader, and a potential 8, right? 7, 7, 7, 8 would be his potential power to swing, right? Okay, 7k here. Should we just take it to bluff him into that we don't have anything? Because if he goes big, we can get advantage of the Blast Breath, right? So let's say he swings 7 again, we counter out with a 2k and a 1k. 7 again, we can Blast Breath, and 8k we can Blast Breath. So I think we can take this, and we should be fine, I guess. 7k again. Now I will use a 2k and a 1k. Then an 8k swing. We will use the Blast Breath here. We return it on and give our leader +4. I think I messed it up a little bit, right? Because if you would have swung with a 9k here and then a 6k, we would be done, right? Because we don't have another counter. But now let's see what we are able to cook here. I think we have to start with a 7k swing, right? So we do 7 here, 7 with the leader, 1 to the Enel, 7, 7, 7, 9, and then also 5 with the Lim would be possible. So let's start with the 7 here. I think now we have to close out the game. Okay, he's countering out this swing. This is interesting. So 7 leader, 7 Enel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I swing 5, he could block with the Bueno, right? But then I think it would be... Yeah, I think this makes it a little bit more easy. So 5 now with the Lim. He's blocking this. I think we can just swing 5 now because there's no cards in hand, right? 5 here. The only card that could save him would be a finger gun, getting rid of our Enel here, right? Because now we just swing 7. He only has 1 card in hand. He has to take it, and then we swing 11, and we win the game like that. And yeah, I think this was a good game. So well played here by the opponent, right? He was able to remove 2 of our Sorrow here, and I think the Big Mom also proved her value in the deck. That's it. So now I hope that he is accepting the damage here. Okay, and we win, and I would say let's do another match here with this Lim deck. We found another game up against the Trafalgar Law, green, yellow for live leader from OP10. I also did a video here on YouTube. If you not have already checked this out, feel free to do so. So in general, we want to go first, right? So that's why we are choosing first. We found the Sorrow, and we found some nice targets to play. So I think we can just keep this hand, right? No need to find a searcher. And we pass the first turn, and we are able to ramp as early as the second turn. This will be a pretty interesting match for sure. So he's just developing 2 searchers. And back to our side here. So probably the best is to develop the Doflamingo, I guess, right? We swing 5, he takes it. We use the leader effect, we ramp it on, play the Doflamingo, and we pass it back to him. Next turn we can then drop the Lim and also the Enel to draw 3 and then discard 2. He's gone ahead and plays the Bonnie here. Adds the top life, plays a Cavendish here. So now he's able to use the leader effect, right? Because he has 5 cost or more. So he's bouncing back the Luffy, plays out the Cavendish from his life, which is great. He's able now to use 2 Dawn and swings 8 here into my Doflamingo. This was a pretty great second turn for him. I think I will let this one go. Nothing I can do here, and then back to our side. Okay, oh, we found a Lin. This is also good. Good to have for sure. I think we start with the 5k swing, right? 5k, Lim, and then Enel will be our play. And then we are able to play a solo next turn, right? So we start with the Lim, and we find ourselves a... probably the blocker, I guess, right? Yeah, and put the Blast Breath on top. Then we use the leader effect, we ramp another Dawn, play the Enel, draw 3, trash 2, we found another Sorrow here. Okay, so we don't discard the 2Ks. Probably discarding the Mihawk and maybe the Doflamingo here. I'm valuing drawing 3 and discarding 2 over the blocker, probably, right? Do we need 2 Sorrow? I don't... I will go like this. We could discard the Sorrow if we play another Enel, so I guess I will keep it for now. So let's see, he is now at 6 down, next turn he's at 8, and next turn we are at 9 and could develop the Sorrow, right? So usually he wants to play his Secret Rare Law. Could also just swing really big into our Sorrow. But then he doesn't develop any new characters, but yeah, let's see. I mean, another way would be to develop the Lilin first and get rid of the Cavendish to the bottom of his life, taking away his restanding power. But okay, starting with a 8k swing here into the Lim, we let this one go. 5k swing here into life. I think I will take this, right? We are at 4 life still. Another Luffy Searcher. So maybe he's playing another Bonnie to use the leader effect with. No, just the Tashigi. Okay, that's fine for us. So, I mean, the Tashigi definitely takes the Lilin play off the board, right? So, probably we just swing with a 5 into life first. You'll probably count out here. And then we swing 6 probably into the Cavendish. Pressuring this as well. Another 1k, okay, that's great. Then we play the Sorrow down and we pass it back to him. So now the priority is to protect the Sorrow. We got 1, 2, 4, 6, 7k of counters in hand. So we can defend up to 16k swing, right? So even if you would go all in with Cavendish, we can get out. This is great news for us. So in case he doesn't have any hard removal, the Sorrow will probably stick, right? Okay, he's first using the Bonnie search here and grabs the blocker Bonnie from OP10. It's now playing the Law. Okay, so this means it's actually good news for us, right? He's now, I mean, getting another life, probably using his leader effect. Probably plays out another character. He could restand some Dawn with the Cavendish, so probably see a 6k swing, maybe 6k here, restand some Dawn. I think maybe 6 first with the Cavendish and then an 8 potential, right? Also plays down the Trafalgar Law here to potentially bounce something back and replay something, but I don't think he will do it. I think he's fine with the board he has right now. He's gonna swing 6 here into Enel. Let me give him a... Interesting. I mean, we could... When one of your green characters, other than Tashigi, would be removed, right? This only protects green. We could next turn play the Newgate to rest a 5 or less, and then KO up to one of your pawns rested 3 or less. I think this is a great card to have, so maybe we give him a Enel. Is he attaching 2 Dawn to his leader? Yeah, and swings 8 now. 8 into life. I don't understand that, because we just easily take this, right? I think 8 into Enel would be much better. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? We got some options here. We definitely want to get use out of our Sorrow, right? We do some pressure now. I think it's great if we can start with the Edward Newgate here, because we can rest the Law. So maybe we start off... Okay, so we need 3 for our leader effect, right, to play the Newgate out. We could then also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 play another Enel just to cycle out some cards, and we could leave 1 down open for Blast Breath. So probably I'm starting here with a 6k swing, because why not, right? Yeah, let's start with a 6k swing here and just see how he is reacting to this attack. Because for the Newgate we need 2 or more rested characters, right? With the Enel we got this, so I would say we now gonna okay, we KO a 3 cost or okay, I think we then go ahead and get rid of the Bonnie here, right? Because she's yellow, so we gonna use the leader effect, play the Newgate, we now rest it on, play the Newgate, we rest the Bonnie, get rid of the Bonnie, and I think then we want to use 3 down for our Sorrow, right? We got 4 left, so we could swing 7 with our leader, and then potential 9 3 times, right? Let's start with a 9 first, restand the character here, and I think we just pressure. Okay, he's blocking this hit here, so honestly I think we can just go ahead and yeah, we just win. I think now I would have attached some more on, swing really big, and then another big swing. So yeah, I think now the Sorrow definitely came through, right? Because we ran so fast, he was not able to remove it, and then we could apply so much pressure. Okay, so that's the Decklist, and yeah, we won 2 games against Lucci and also the Law, and I think this is a pretty nice deck to play, especially yeah, focusing on getting your Sorrow with the Searchers. And if not, you can also rely on the Lin to slow down the game and play the defensive game with the Blast Breath as well. So I hope you learned something, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if not already done, please leave a like or a comment, or also subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you on the next video on my channel here.